What's up, y'all? Welcome back to My Supreme's Tarot. Hope everybody is doing well, staying prayed up, focused on spiritual hygiene. Somebody thinking back to a blessing when they had a blessing, memories and blessings. When they was calm with their real estate, calm in their fourth house, calm in their stability, there was peace and tranquility in their stability. So now somebody is thinking back to when they could have been stable, a stable point in their life. Okay, maybe when they had a home, maybe when they had a relationship, a marriage, something about their fourth house energy, friends, family, like a support system could be. They're thinking back to when they had a blessing. Okay, so somebody could have took that for granted. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say, because somebody could be homeless now. So somebody's remembering a time when, they had it and now they don't. Okay, somebody feels, yeah, they were casted out of a home, maybe. Um, hmm, okay. Car reservation. So somebody could be sleeping in their car right now. Good news, blind. They don't see any good news. They're not getting any good news. So this could be about a marriage. A couple could be sleeping in their car, living in their car, something like that. Explorer. So somebody could be exploring arrangements, trying to figure out an arrangement. Eternal love, sweetheart. Natural disaster, daydreaming. What the hell? Okay. They're scared. Somebody could have gotten an accident or something. They're scared. Phobia, paranoid that somebody's curious about a soulmate. Somebody's paranoid, scared as they're watching a soulmate, stalking. They feel like they're being stalked. They're scared, or somebody is forever gonna see something. Somebody's scared for somebody to see something, know something. So somebody could be afraid that somebody, like an ex, knows this, that they've been cast out of their home, that they're homeless or something. So somebody's paranoid, maybe that people from their past even might know. What else is this? Scared? They're scared. There's a phobia. Withdraw. Phobia, quit, awakening, and rejection. They're afraid of somebody's rejection. Somebody's scared of rejection, or scared somebody's going to withdraw. Fantasy, mind, and variety. They're imagining that somebody's going to withdraw, maybe reject them. They're afraid of rejection, and they're stressed out because of their pride. Somebody is stressed out trying to hold on to pride. They're going to have to release their pride. They're scared they're going to be rejected, and they're stressed, lack of sleep, but somebody going to have to release their pride. Okay, so somebody could be afraid that, like a ex, they might have to ask you for help, maybe ask people from their past for help or something like that, but they're scared they're gonna have to drop their pride. So they could also be like worried that, this is gonna give somebody else like a leg up over them, or this person, whoever they reach out to, is gonna have leverage over them because they ain't got nowhere to go or something like that. So somebody from your past could be about to come ask you for help or ask you to sleep on a couch or something like that, and they're stressed out having to ask for this. Somebody's stressed having to humble themselves, something like that. They're very prideful, yeah, to ask for help. See what I'm saying? Gift, because they were greedy when they had it. So this could have been they about to ask somebody that they took for granted. They could have took you for granted, and then now they got to ask you for help. Or this is somebody who takes people for granted, and now they got to ask for help. So this is someone who didn't appreciate when people were giving them handouts or when they had it easy. Okay, and now they have to beg for it, ask for it, because they didn't appreciate it. Let's organize, schedule, goal. Trying to manage a goal. They need help to meet a goal. Robbery. So So this is somebody they try to take something from. So somebody might have to come back and ask people that they took. Somebody could be a thief for real. And now it's like people maybe was given openly to them, but maybe they wasn't appreciating it. And maybe like with this robbery, maybe they had planned to ask somebody for something, but then they pulled away. So you could have like pulled away right when somebody was going to need you or something like that, or you stopped doing for them right when they was about to ask you for something big or something because maybe they didn't appreciate it. So you stopped giving, and now they have to come beg because you stopped giving like right when they needed something. Something fell through. Robbery and family idea. So they had an idea to rob you with their family. Yeah, it was like a third party in their family or something like that, or they had a family with somebody and they was planning to use you for that. Use outside people for support for their family, take advantage of people giving them things even though they had a family or something like that. Somebody, I don't know, somebody's weird. People be doing a lot, taking people for granted. Variety, yeah. So somebody could have like a whole criminal family, and so they felt like they don't have to compromise. Wow. Agreement, reconciliation, consideration. They thought they had a variety of people to choose from, possibly, or you were just one in a variety or something like that. They had a variety of people, but now nobody's coming to an agreement. Nobody's compromising. Wow. Yeah, because they feel like they're greedy. They feel like they created this situation. They see in a sign that somebody created this for themselves out of their own greed, or somebody is seeing that this is the result of being greedy. Now you don't got nobody that want to help you. But if I feel like if people suddenly don't want to help you, it's because you did something or they found something out about you, like you was taking them for granted or something like that. Yeah, somebody was trying to still win something that was over, triumph and death, or their wins are over and they know that. Somebody's watching that. Triumph, sneak peek, stubborn. Yeah, because people are what? Victory, success, stalking, glance at how stubborn somebody was about trying to win out of greed. So these are the same people. So if somebody wants to come back and ask people that watch them be greedy for a handout, people gonna be like, nah, because when I gave you such and such, you didn't appreciate it. Or remember how you took advantage of that person? Yeah, I'm not helping you. It's like they getting them type of responses because people saw them being stubborn about winning, about maybe doing too much, taking something too far or something like that. So now somebody don't want to even ask for help. Somebody could feel real paranoid, like everybody that asks for help gonna be judging them, because this is the result of when you're a selfish person and you take people for granted. When you finally actually need somebody, don't nobody want to be there for you because you took everybody for granted. Yeah, people that they were allied with, yeah, all their alliances are seeing the sign. People that they was once cool with, had partnerships with, are seeing the sign that this person is greedy and took them for granted, take everybody for granted. Somebody is extremely selfish. Their family too, yeah, they wasn't ready. Saving in the reverse. They ain't saved none of that. So it's like, okay, I've been helping you for 15 years and you ain't put none of that to a good cause. You was just being greedy, probably being flashy, throwing it in people's faces, spitting on the homeless people, walking right by them, knocking over their coin cup, shit like that. This is this kind of person, very arrogant, very egotistical. Cause this is a person who thought they'd never fall. They thought they'd never be in this position, is what it's giving. And now they are, and they having to humble themselves, and they don't want to. Somebody's struggling with doing that. Struggling. They ain't have no money to persevere. They ain't put nothing away, no savings. They can't fall back on none of the shit that they took from people. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy. Okay. Hmm. So people are turning their back. Something is over. Or you turned your back and something's over. Or that ended something. Now somebody under pressure. Somebody could have turned their back on you when you stopped helping them or something, and now they can't ask you for something. Something's over. Yeah, they turning their back on this thug. They feel like somebody's a criminal, somebody's a thief, and this is their lesson. They learned a hard karmic lesson. because now they in debt, bad credit. They in their feelings about some secrets. They bumping heads because don't nobody want nothing to do with them. Bumping heads and no strings. Wow, or you don't want nothing to do with them. That's crazy. What else? Yeah, because secrets, trying to keep it a secret that they feel like shit and they running. Or they feel like shit being a runner. They could be running from a health issue. Yeah, they faking busy like they doing something. It's two-faced. They faking. Somebody keeping it a secret that they faking, and they faking their life. They faking like they okay. They not okay. Yeah, because their secrets are coming out about how they were abusive. So somebody is abusive. Somebody abuses their power. They abuse their friendships. They abuse whoever helps them, and they fake. Somebody acting like they not a bully or they're not an abuser. Depression and phony, blocked. So people could be blocking them because somebody could be faking depression. They know this person is abusive. See, this is the problem. People know that this person is abusive or like does something really messed up to people, did something really messed up to you. And they like, if this person calling them like, I'm depressed, I need help. They like, motherfucker, you did this shit to yourself, get off my phone. Like that act isn't working anymore. They could be faking praying like, oh, I turned my life around. Let's reconcile. Can we be friends again? They blocked. People like, no, stop talking to me. Like, no. So somebody did something really messed up here. Really messed up. They really hurt somebody or hurt you or hurt people in this being prideful shit. And it's phony. They putting on this act maybe that they're religious or something like that. Somebody could have pretended to be religious. This could be somebody who's known to like quote the Bible and stuff like that, but they're fake. People are realizing something. They're fake. Yeah, they could be asking this person questions and they curious. Somebody running from answering questions. They don't want to answer any questions about their situation or about what happened to them. They want to act like whatever people are finding out, they're not attached to. That's a lie. Somebody is lying about being abusive. Like somebody's lying that I didn't abuse my power. Oh, I don't take advantage of people. They're lying. They're lying and people aren't buying it no more. They can't put on no depressed act, nothing like that. People realize they did this to themselves. Nobody's going to sympathize with a grown person doing this to themselves. Memories, justice, and talk. So if they was talking shit about somebody who self-love and evidence, who obviously love themselves, they was just being a jackass. Now they having to eat their words. So if somebody was like talking down about you or about somebody that they knew, or if somebody is known in their like, their circles to talk down on people and just have a general disdain for people who like have less than them or people who are struggling or single moms or, stuff like that. If they are known for talking big shit, people gonna look at them like, remember when you had said that such and such was down bad and now your ass down bad? Like, shut the fuck. Like somebody's really having to eat the words that they spoke over others. People, that's why they can't use this faith meditation healing shit. Somebody could have used like, oh, I'm so godly, but then been talking shit about somebody who down bad, then they wasn't gonna help them and whatever. And so now it's like, well, okay. They could even have made fun of somebody like let's say somebody is spiritual or religious and they like, I'm doing bad, but God got me, and then they turn their life around and prove that God got them. Somebody could have like been made fun of the person, like look at them like praying, look at them praying, and God ain't helping them, they down bad. If God is so real, why he not helping you? And then their life changed, and now people gonna remember that. They're gonna be like, oh, so now you praying to God, right? How you had said that one person. Yeah, like no, people remember stuff like that. Like this is why it's not cute to be ugly. It's just not cute. They remember when they ran away, maybe when they had a chance to support somebody who love themselves. Somebody could have seen that somebody loved themselves. They were just in a bad situation and didn't help them. Instead, they was talking shit. And now this person want everybody to believe they somewhere in their heart, they love themselves, they love God, and they just need a chance. People like, no, yo, because that's not how that works. People remember. That's why it pays to be a good person and it pays to give, because you never know when your time comes when you gonna need some help. Somebody was faking downloads. Somebody could have been faking like they get downloads, like they connected or something like that to God, or they really could have acted like they was somebody. Like this could be about a pastor, or somebody who just don't got it. They ain't really got it. They not really close to God. Somebody was putting on an act. Because when it's time, it's one thing, you talking about God and whatever, but when it comes time to keep faith, do you have any? Do you truly believe in God? Do you truly believe that God got you? Yeah, no. Somebody was praying. Sure. Legal matters was fake news. Somebody could have tried to petition and something was fake. Yeah, somebody could have tried to act like they had a job, or somebody thought they was gonna get a job. Somebody could have tried to do a petition or a prayer to get a job, and they didn't. Yeah, they mixed their signals to a new boo. Somebody really unemployed. Fresh start, mixed signals, new boo. Somebody maybe thought they was about to get a job. They thought they was, and they could have moved or something like that, which sent mixed signals to a new boo. So somebody could have told even a new boo in their life that they was gonna have it all together and they had a job coming through, and that shit ain't come through or something. Yeah, they was two-faced. They was hiding it maybe. But something was fake news, or somebody could have tried to pretend they was qualified for a job and they wasn't. Fake news, sex addiction. Something could be about like bodily fluids. Somebody could have got tested, drug tested, or somebody had to get some type of test done, and that's why they didn't get a job, and now they heartbroken and worried. Somebody could have like limited job opportunities because of something with their health. Wow. This could even be somebody's new boo. If somebody was like a prostitute, or somebody was selling themselves, or something about a health field could be. You got to be like, it's some type of qualification or something. They messed up the opportunity. Yeah, wishing somebody else would lose their job. Wow. So they shattered something because they wish that somebody else would lose their job, and this is karma. Yeah, no strings, and that shattered having to do with no string. So if somebody was trying to act like they didn't do something, that was a lie. If they was trying to deny, like I didn't tell them, I didn't say I didn't want them to have a job. They don't got no damn job because they said it. They was wishing that somebody ain't had no job. Now they don't got one. This is somebody who love themselves. Yeah, they don't love themselves, but you do. Reconcile, wing. Yeah, somebody love themselves too much. So you could love yourself too much to try to reconcile with this person or fix anything for this person because they was once wishing that you didn't have a job. Self love, spiritual gifts, selfish. Yeah. So you could be being selfish with your generosity. Okay. Your generosity is a gift, and somebody took you for granted. Somebody did this to the wrong person, period. You love yourself, so you're very special. You're very selfish with what you give your energy to. Yeah, because somebody was reckless. They love being reckless with you, and now you have no strings because this person backstabbed you. So it's like, no, why would I share anything with you? Okay, you took it for granted. You're a selfish person. You're only worried about yourself. You took me for granted. It's cool. Now I'm going to be selfish. Okay, because yeah, the truth got illuminated. You are done being generous, spreading yourself thin. That cycle is over. Yeah, exactly. Something is over. Now you being selfish with your time, money, energy. I know that's right. Period. Closing in cycle, married, wellness, for your health. Somebody trying to sweet talk with a love spell. Somebody was sweet talking with a love spell. The fuck? Maybe when you was with them, they was sweet talking you. They was using like word stuff, word play to get you to do stuff for them. Yeah, they wish they could bring that moment back. Mirroring. They wish they could do that now. Round and round so that they can continue to be reckless. Somebody want to go back to being reckless. They want people to give, give, give so they can continue to be reckless. They don't want to save. They don't want to stop taking anything for granted. This is a person that doesn't want to change. They just want people to bend to whatever they want and whatever they need. This is a very selfish person. Yep. Wishing for you to lose something or be worried about something, but that's blocked. Somebody want to continue to be reckless. They want you to be worried about them, or they want people to be worried about them. They want support. They want to be able to sweet talk, but they can't do that no more. Their true colors are seen. Nobody feels sympathy, especially not you. Okay. So that's over. You could also have been reckless and giving your energy away. That's what that reckless and sex could have been. Round and round. Someone was abusing your energy. Yeah, this psycho ex of a queen bee. Somebody was reckless with you. A psycho ex. Somebody is also psycho about you. They like to mix the signals. So this is somebody could have been in and out, sweet talking you just to get some energy and some money or something, like making you take care of them, and then they be out again, and then they come back when they need something. Yeah, somebody could have mixed the signals about your health, saying that you would pass away. Wow, this is a psycho. Somebody was talking reckless as well. If this person wished you to lose your job or lose something or for you to be unwell, they're unwell. Somebody could have said that you was going to pass away from your health. Somebody could have been talking shit about your health, your weight, things like that. That could, like your dieting, your life, whatever you do with your life. They could have said you had bad habits. You was going to pass away. I'm getting health. Like somebody thought that you wasn't going to be healthy, or they was in and out because they had a problem with your health or your weight or something like that, your lifestyle. Yeah, and then they remembering that too. They did that shit on a secret account because they was too pussy to say it to you because they was using you. Oh, okay. So this is part of what, yeah, wearing a mask. So this is part of their karma. Is that people now are looking at them like they judging them. They like, no, I don't want to deal with you because I remember you was such and such type of person. Somebody feels judged. Like the same way that they was talking shit about you or judging you for something. Now they're having to deal with that from other people and from you. Because now somebody feel like you in a position to judge them. And that's why they don't want to drop their pride. Because they know they deserve it. They know they deserve to be judged. Judge not lest ye be judged. Somebody don't know ball at all. Health and secret accounts. STD. Oh, they keeping it a secret online that they got an STD from a workplace affair. Wow. So if this person is the type of person that makes fun of people with STDs or makes fun of people with health issues, now they have one that they don't want nobody to know about. They running. They keep running from this lesson. That's what they get. Because somebody was being reckless. This is what they get. Like somebody lives on the edge. Somebody think this shit funny. They think it's cute. This is a grown up we talking about. And now they having to eat their words. Now they in debt, trying to keep it on the low that they're a jackass. Some best friend partner in crime. Somebody could have slept with somebody in the closet on the low. They in debt. They wingman could be being a jackass to them. It got them to marry someone with an STD. That's crazy. What? Keeping something on the low in the moment. Oh, they did something in the moment with their wingman who has an STD. And they feel like this person is a jackass for trying to ghost them or in and out in a marriage. Something is shocking about a thug. So somebody could be bisexual. Damn, and got it from their mans. That's crazy. Or they with somebody that hooked them up with somebody with an STD child. What's love message? Family. Divine masculine. So they could have sent a message to somebody's family. What's this love message? Evidence. Somebody got proof in a text or something or email. Somebody got proof or something. What's message and evidence? Somebody showed somebody a message about their health. And they in massive regret because if they try to come back, they're gonna be rejected. Side hustle, massive regret, paying for something because something came back rejected. They regret paying for something because something came back rejected. Somebody could have even tried to look in on your health and blame something on you or blame something on somebody that they stepped out with. Somebody could have tried to blame somebody else that didn't have an STD or didn't have something that they gave it to them and they paid for something and something came back rejected. They like, no, something came up negative or something. You can't blame them. Something like that. Somebody has a message that somebody's healthy. So somebody could even pay somebody to hack somebody's stuff or to find somebody's medical information, which is a very big, serious federal crime. Okay. And it was all for nothing because something came back negative anyway. Somebody risked their job, they risked federal time to find out something only for it to come back fake. So if somebody was planning to blackmail somebody or you and say that you did this, that's out. That's not gonna work. What else? Stupid. Somebody stupid as hell. Now they feel like shit because they don't want to do this spiritual war no more. They like, I give up. I give in. They can't cause no fucking chaos. Somebody having an ego death. They learning a lesson. It's a firestorm of lessons on this person. Somebody could be having a mental breakdown about this shit. Yeah, spying curious about a thug learning a karmic lesson. And now some people know, people can see something about this person. They know they learning a karmic lesson. Or sweet talk curious if it's too late. Somebody were wondering if they sweet talk you and come to you. Sweet talk and GPS. If they just pull up, they curious. Bumping heads because they bumping heads about this lesson. Somebody still has not learned a lesson. Somebody don't understand if they pop up, that may not be good for their health either. Okay. Yeah. So they like, no, I can sweet talk you about this backstab if I just see you in person. But you could be getting tarot readings on you, knowing that you have a fresh start. Somebody could be trying to figure out where you are. They finding out you in a fresh start, and somebody swear that if they just pull up and sweet talk you, like, no, it was a misunderstanding. I was just trying to see because I had got these bumps, and I was just pinning it on you because I really thought, bitch, you was out here living reckless, and you really thought the divine collective gave this shit to you. I think you better think again. I think you better start thinking because it looks like you wasn't thinking at all. Somebody like, if I just see you, I could just explain. Bitch, ain't nothing to explain. It's all right here. We don't need to know. This is what we need to know right here. This is plenty. This is plenty. And this is something that you need to understand. Somebody is a hell no. They not about to help you with shit. They not about to help you with shit. Yeah, they selfish. Yeah, they stubborn. Too bad. The cycle's over of you being able to be round and round, being reckless, talking shit, by the way, about your health, divine being, about your life. Somebody had the nerve to open their mouth about your life, and they're now suffering and still too prideful to humble themselves. Still struggling with how wrong they were, but they was big and bold right in the moment. So you be big and bold and stand on business and let them figure it out. This is their problem. Yeah, it's time to walk away. 8 could be significant. 4 of Pentacles. Somebody need to hold back. or you're holding back. Yeah, somebody trying to go in a different direction, trying to create something. Somebody too stubborn. Somebody is extremely like delusional. They are. Somebody don't know how to stop being delusional. They don't know how to cut it off. This person that been proved completely wrong, that embarrassed themselves in front of everybody that they ever knew, including you, but they still like, if I could just come talk to you though, bitch, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? If somebody really give you the time of day, what are you going to say? Not a fucking thing. They don't have no ideas exactly about how to create a situation that will force them to communicate, to have a reason to come toward you. They have no idea. They don't have any fresh ideas about how they can force communication or come in and say something, rush and say something, act like something is important with the Knight of Swords. It's an emergency. I gotta come. I gotta hurry up and do what? Because you're aware. You're already aware. A lot of people are already aware what this person is trying to do. That's why they blocked. This is the collective. There, we already know. That's why there's a blockage. There's a barrier there. This could even be somebody that want to contact people that know you or your friends or something like that. Your friends probably know your crazy ass ex stalking you. Girl, don't answer it over him. Don't. People already know. They already hit. Ace of Wands, Four of Wands. Where can they sleep tonight? Who couch can they crash on? The Three of Cups, like, no, not here. Not here. Yeah, they have no idea. Ace of Wands, Five of Swords, they have no idea what they're about to do. They don't know where they about to live, where they about to go, who they gonna ask for help, because they're too prideful. They don't want nobody to ask no questions, and somebody don't want to face the pain that they've caused by being like this. That's really the problem. Because if somebody did let you in, they gonna want to know, why did you do what you did? You didn't hurt just this person, you hurt us too, because you had us going and believing your lies, all because somebody don't want to face all that. They don't want to face the wrath, the anger, the hurt, the pain that they've caused other people. They don't want to sit in that energy, in that environment with people where they know they being judged, they being talked about, they being laughed at, they being questioned, they're being looked at different. Somebody don't want to sit in that energy and be like, damn, I know I fucked up real bad. Because you know why? Again, they didn't just hurt you. This is a person who has this as a behavior pattern. So this means they did this to multiple people. It's not just you. This person has hurt multiple people and has burned multiple bridges. And anybody that they call, because they use up everybody in their life. This could be a narcissist or a psychopath, somebody who's extremely selfish and egotistical. They gonna have to humble the shit out themselves, and it's gonna be tears. It's going to be so much hurt. And this person, they're trapped because they have to ask for help. They have to ask for help. And even if because it's like, you're not gonna get the same kind of help from like a stranger. Like, this person probably not gonna happen upon no strangers that's gonna just be like, oh, I'll give you this free home, and here's a free car, and you can work for me. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. You need community. You need people you need like resources. You need people you can use out to. But if this person is the kind of person that you abuse every single connection, they not going to be able to turn to anybody that know them. And God's going to make them, force them to do that, because God ain't gonna give you no stranger either. You know how they say, like, people show up in, like, angels show up in people form, like where somebody might suggest, oh, I could help you out because I got this, and then it just so happened that I met this person 2 weeks ago. They got a car they was selling for like $500. It's not even, but I'm a mechanic, so I can just fix that shit up. Like, this is stuff that happens to people who deserve it. People who don't deserve it don't happen upon those angels in human form, who just so happen to have that car you need, that leg up you need, that open position at that job that you need. That's people that's blessed and have God's favor. Those are people who stumble upon those angels in the flesh. People like this, nah, they get what they put out in the world. So they get devils in human form. They get people just like them who are watching them, judging them, pointing at them, laughing at them. And this person here, anybody that they could ask, because that's all that's left, ain't gonna be no strangers. They're not gonna happen upon no angels. So they gotta ask the people that they surround themselves with. And those people are probably just as ugly as them. Ain't gonna get them shit, because ain't no real love there. And anybody that had love for them, Those people are now the people judging them, looking at them like, look what you did to yourself. Yeah, this person feel real stupid, and they should. Sometimes you gotta let people deal with their consequences. You cannot fix nobody. You're not here to be no damn fixer upper. So let this person suffer. They'll figure it out. They better get real with God. You can't pretend in front of God. You can't. And this is what they get for trying. Love y'all. Bye.